What's up, guys? Let's watch some TikTok.
Okay, let's see what it's like to live and work in Alabama. This wonderful Republican-run state only pays you $7.25 an hour. That's their minimum wage. So let's say I don't take one day off. I work every day in February, 8 hours a day. This is how much I would come. I don't even think I'd come home with this. This is not even after taxes. I don't even want to get into that. But let's say hypothetically I get to take all of this money home with me. All right, now let's find me a place to live. I think realistically I couldn't pay more than $500 a month just because I don't know what my health insurance costs are going to be. If anything bad happened, I need to eat. I'm not asking to live comfortably. Just try to live. There's only 5 options for under $500 or under in Birmingham, Alabama. Look at that. 650 square feet. I'm so glad that I never took one day off in February just so that I could pay for this. And I probably still won't have enough money. I can't even have children at this point.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say, first of all, a minimum wage, if you don't know this, a minimum wage isn't meant to support the whole entire family. A minimum wage is what high school kids flipping burgers at Wendy's makes.
Put the money in the bag! Put it in!
You're facing the wrong way, sir.
Okay, to our second point, which is targeted at the state of Alabama.
Okay, does Joe Biden have a brother? I'm lucky I have 2 younger brothers. I'm the oldest of 3, and I've got a sister who's the love of my life.
And by allusion, all Republican states. Are we all imbeciles for not raising the minimum wage? I don't think so. If we're looking at right now, post-pandemic, the red states are doing much better in terms of economic recovery. For example, the unemployment rate. The red states are smoking the blue states. I'll also give you another example. Look at Singapore. Up until 2014, they did not impose any sort of minimum wage. In fact, as of currently, Singapore has no minimum wage laws or regulations, with only 2 exceptions: cleaner jobs and security guards. And they're not particularly high, like only 1,000 Singaporean dollars per month, which is just over $740 per month, US dollars. Why? Well, because they say pay rates must be agreed upon directly with the employer through collective bargaining or other means of negotiating a fair living wage. And their economy is doing exceptionally well. Extremely low unemployment rates. I mean, I've had the privilege of going there numerous times. Very clean, very beautiful country. Very few homeless people. So, yeah. Do your math again to see what the hypothetical salary is for the typical Singaporean and see if that's a prevalent reality. I just can't believe people like this are voting. I mean, the voting age, in my opinion, if I were dictator, should be moved to at least 25.
How many genders are there?
Oh, girl.
It's like 72 plus or something.
I could not tell you.
Trump is worse than Hitler?
Yes.
Yeah,
Could be.
definitely.
And people should have to take some sort of history and basic economics test to be able to vote. And it shouldn't be easy. Many people should fail on their first try.
I think we have to take a look at our government and our understanding of capitalism and consumerism and kind of start working there and work backwards.
At least it will motivate them to actually learn real knowledge and not just, these systemic racism, woke theory, or whatever it is out of the ether. They won't just at that point project their subjective experience onto the world and demand it to be acknowledged. If they actually want to gain the privilege of voting. If they don't, more power to them. Okay, next.
So I have a little thought experiment for you. Name a time in American history
where conservatives have been on the right side of history. I'm not talking about Republicans or Democrats, because if you paid attention at all in United States history, you would know there was a party switch, and we're not going to fight about it.
Party switch.
Conservatives versus
That's a lie.
progressives. Name a time where progressives were on the wrong side of history and conservatives were right. I'll wait. Just saying.
Oh my god. This is cringe on another level. I don't even know why TikTok exists. I don't know why I'm making this video.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument.
How about you name a time when any socialist or communist has implemented anything good? Like the Gulag, or the total economic collapse and destruction of Venezuela. Just utter equivocation. Unbelievable. The thing is, you can't have a real logical conversation with any of these people. They'll just change the meaning of words like halfway through. If you say, for example, like our founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, any of them, right? If you say, well, they were all conservatives, they will say that they were all progressives by the standard of the time. They'll try to mess with your head, but do not let them do that. There's a clear distinction between progressive, the adjective, and progressive, the ideology. Progressive, the adjective, means that you want to move forward in the best possible way. In that sense, we are all progressive, but not with the S. We're not progressives because progressives denote, with the S, denote an ideology. Progressivism is a leftist ideology. It is, at best, neo-Marxist, and at worst, Marxist. It is like saying, I do not agree with Black Lives Matter. Yet, it does not mean that I think Black lives do not matter. I think they do, just as all other lives. However, there is a world of difference between that statement, Black Lives Matter, with no capital letters, and BLM with all capital letters, because that is an ideology.